An open-top bus procession was held this afternoon to commemorate Newcastle United's incredible Carabao Cup victory at Wembley earlier this month, which drew an estimated 200,000+ ecstatic supporters. On March 16th, Eddie Howe's team defeated Liverpool, with 2 goals from local hero Dan Burn and Alexander Isak, ending their long 70-year drought for a domestic title. A grandstand finish was set up by Federico Chiesa, but the Magpies prevailed to create history. The team planned a bus procession through the heart of Newcastle to celebrate winning their first trophy since 1969. At 4:30 p.m., the procession departed St. James Park, passing through streets crowded with hundreds of thousands of happy supporters. As the open-top bus made its way to the town moor, the players watched the tumultuous scenes as fans clambered onto store roofs to get a good look at their sporting heroes. One fan even risked his life to cross the road on the branches of a tree to get the best view. "Toon! Toon!" was the chant led by Newcastle superfans Ant and Dec as the team ascended the stage at 6:30 p.m. With the crowd roaring them on and the Geordie performers yelling encouragement, the players and stage crew alternately raised the cup. Club captain Bruno Guimaraes led the audience in a Hey Jude sing-along following interviews with Eddie Howe and deputy manager Jason Tyndall. "He's Brazilian, he only costs £40 million, said goalie Martin Dubravka as he led a song dedicated to winger Joe Linton. "It was an amazing moment when that whistle went," Newcastle manager Eddie Howe remarked, addressing Toon supporters Ant and Dec on stage. "We knew how long it had been since the last trophy. We are in awe of the scenes we saw today. We truly value your devotion, passion, and allegiance to us. We can guarantee that we will give every game our all in order to help this club succeed in the long run." The cup final was fully screened this afternoon at 2 p.m., which gave Geordies a chance to enjoy the day. After posing for pictures and signing autographs for fans, Ant and Dec were seen making their way inside the chairman's door at St. James Park. A huge banner depicting Eddie Howe was unfurled prior to the parade, and a number of famous people were present. The streets and buildings were decked out in black and white before the celebrations began. Legends like Les Ferdinand and Alan Shearer, the team's all-time leading scorer, participated in a Q&A session at the club at 5 p.m. "We could get used to this, couldn't we?" Shearer said during the event. "The last 2 weeks have been perhaps the happiest of my life, but I have no idea where I am or what time it is. It was really incredible. We all desired this, and I hoped it would occur during my lifetime. Our great city is incredibly proud of Eddie Howe and the rest of the team. I was fortunate enough to win the Premier League with Blackburn, but the best feeling I've ever experienced on a football field was 2 weeks ago," he continued. "My family and I have spent our entire lives anticipating this day." The England forward claimed that his father, a devoted Toon supporter, would have been overjoyed to see his beloved Newcastle win a trophy at last. "Shearer's father passed away last year. My dad would have been watching from above, but he was fortunate enough to see them at the '69 final, when they won the Intercities Fairs Cup," he said. "We were termed the Entertainers, a nice title to have, but sadly we weren't able to win anything," claimed Ferdinand, a former Newcastle striker who played for manager Kevin Keegan's elegant team from 1995 to 1997. "We may have been a little more flamboyant, but sometimes you have to be a little more grounded. I believe this team has a little more grit and desire. This group supporters are unique. No matter where we go, none of these players will receive the same level of support." Before lunch, supporters, many dressed in black and white, started to congregate in the city's pubs and clubs. Some were seen donning player masks. "It's wonderful, I didn't know what to anticipate today. I was hoping for something very exceptional and that the weather would be good, but this is incredible, simply mind-blowing," Newcastle manager Eddie Howe said in an earlier morning interview with Ant in December. "I hoped a few people would turn up, but there are people hanging from lampposts, out of buildings. I hope everyone is all ready and stays healthy," Howe continued, acknowledging that he was occasionally at a loss for words due to the emotion of the day. "I am who I am, but you never know if people will understand your character when you go to a new club. The people have been amazing, and I am very grateful for how they have welcomed my family and me. I'm just happy that I made them smile." At 4:30 p.m., Newcastle staff and players left, and the caravan continued past Haymarkets and onto the Great North Road. A lot of senior players had to leave for foreign duty in the hours after the victory, so there wasn't much of a party in the capital, so today was the team's first chance to enjoy their success together. "I haven't missed that portion because they haven't been in Newcastle." Isak said this week to the Swedish newspaper Aftonbladet, "We will return and celebrate with the fans now." The parade will be amazing, in my opinion. Meeting the crowd on a large field is more than just a bus procession. Although the precise number of fans is unknown, I believe it will be the majority of the city. After leading his team to victory, Howe will get the freedom of Newcastle, the greatest civic honor the city can give. Jackie Milburn, Alan Shearer, and Sir Bobby Robson also received the prestigious honor. "I'm delighted to nominate Howe," said Karen Kilger, the leader of the City Council. "Under his leadership, we all now have priceless memories of a truly unforgettable day," she added, adding that generations of fans had never witnessed their beloved club hold a domestic trophy. Later this year, a meeting is scheduled to formally affirm the honor. "It's a fantastic honor, it means a lot to me and my family," Howe remarked when asked about it by Ant and Dec on stage at the Carabao Cup celebration. Dan Burn, a defender for Newcastle, is another nominee for the Freedom of Northumberland Award. Jason Tindall, assistant manager of Newcastle United, referred to the Toon Army as the best fans in the world for sure during the celebratory event. Bruno Guimaraes, the club captain, went on to say, "I feel great, and I think everyone here deserves it. This is only the start. We play for the fans, and that's why we did it." At the Town Moor celebration event, attendees were treated to a drone as the on-stage festivities dwindled. The drones arranged themselves into designs, such as a picture of Newcastle United's 14-star striker Isak and a shirt with the inscription "Making History" on it.